there's an update to the controller that will ship in all new consoles going forward. The update, what it includes is a headset jack. And so if you're familiar with the Xbox One, you know it has a proprietary connector for the headset.
Right.
Obviously, those things still work, and there's certain advantages to that. But you can plug in a normal headset, like a off-the-street headset, that has volume controls and mute and stuff like that, and it will all work. And so I think that's beneficial. I don't know why they didn't have that from day one. And there's a second controller. It's just a kind of a cool-looking black and gray camouflage controller, a special edition controller. I don't know if that's this fall though. That might not be for sale right away.
I have enough trouble finding my controller. I don't need a camouflaged controller.
I have this is old.
What do you have, a rack?
Xbox 360.
I have my controller
I do have
rack. Ooh, that's pretty.
Camouflage.
Actually, that would stand out better than the black, ironically. Unless you're playing in the jungle, the camouflage controller actually is easier to find.
Yeah, like sometimes if I don't want people to see me, I just stand really still. But in some ways, the big news here is for Windows, because they announced and won't release until the fall a wireless adapter for Windows 10 only. It's basically a USB stick, and you obviously plug it into a USB port. And what it lets you do is use an Xbox One controller to play games on Windows, or to stream games to Windows from your Xbox and play them through Windows, right? But that's not coming out until the fall.
Cool.
I mean, and by the way, until it does, you can use a USB cable. It will work wired as well.
It's so funny because when the Xbox One came out, I was, and I don't know about you, but I was bemoaning the lack of signature games, of exclusives. Yep. There is now no problem. There are so many great games, and it's such a great platform.
What the neat thing, they must have done this in the past when console versions changed, but we're starting to see, and you're seeing it on PS4 as well, these game collections appear where people have moved forward to Xbox One or PS4 had played Halo. All these previous games. Yeah. So Halo happened. Gears of War is going to happen. I can't think of the name of it because I'm not really a PS4 guy, but there's a big Sony Uncharted, I think, is going to be every Uncharted game will be made into a collection for PS4 users. I think it's Uncharted. If it's not, it's something like Uncharted. I like that kind of trend.
No, they did Uncharted. They did like 1, 2, 3, and 4 or something. I love Uncharted. Not enough to buy a PS4, but I love Uncharted.
I think about just playing those games just to try them.
I have my PS3. I can play it there. But like the Halo Master Chief collection was great.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I do too.
What game should we... Well, you have already all the Call of Duties, so there's no point.
Well, actually, that's what I want. I want the Call of Duty collection to be the Call of Duty online games only. And what I want is not the actual games. I want just the levels and the loadouts and all the...
Right, so you can play any map.
In one giant system.
Yeah, that's actually great. That would be cool.
That would be... I would stop. Of course, I'd stop buying games.
With the modern engine, but all the maps.
Yep.
That would be really cool.
I'd love to see that happen.
That's a great idea.
There are maps I still miss.
Yeah, that's a
Call of Duty
great
2,
idea.
which, by the way, dates back to 2005.
Yeah. But imagine if they updated it and used the current engine.
I know.
Oh,
I think
so
about
fun.
this a lot.
Me
Some
too.
people dream about vacations and cars.
Mary Jo's going.
I dream about
what the hell's wrong with these guys? No, she's just thinking, I'm so glad I'm not a boy.
I'm just thinking, Hadoop.
Hadoop.
That's what No, but I have a question for Paul. What do you think we're going to see at E3 now that they already announced this?
I know, right. So I think they're going to do what they did last year, which was focus just on games. And when they originally announced this hardware stuff, I thought that was kind of weird. Why wouldn't they just announce this at the show? You know,
it was a leak, right?
I don't. Well, I mean, it's funny because they're going to become available during the show.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, some of them are. I mean, the new console, the new controller. I don't know. I bet it's because they're going to focus on games, and I bet that a bunch of it will be Windows games.